Am I live now, finally? Oh, oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh. Having some tech troubles. We're having in and out electricity. We're having electricity and other issues, and some Wi-Fi and some other stuff. And I guess the towers are screwed up somehow. Anyway, it says I'm live, and hopefully that is what is going on. Hopefully I am getting through. And sorry for the lateness. Like I said, it's hi, James Ortiz. Hi, yeah, sorry about that. Uh, it's been hinky here. Um, Hi, I'm D Ocean. Welcome to D Ocean's Deep Woo. Here we do the deepest of woo, and this is tips, tricks, and hacks to help you play that massively multiplayer total immersion VR holofractal learning game called Life on Planet Earth, which has nothing to do with real life, which takes place outside the Matrix. Okay. But tonight it's kind of a serious subject because I found out that this situation in East Palestine that was seriously downplayed is a much greater ecological disaster, and in terms of economic and every kind of disaster, it's serious. Um, it's been very much downplayed, and theories go something like, well, culpability, liability, all that, who's responsible, and if they downplay all of the danger and all of the BS, if they BS people, maybe they'll seem less culpable, less liable, or something. That people say it's all an insurance thing. Hi, Pam and James Ortiz. Here's the thing. Around here, when it first happened, they're like, this happened. They didn't even say where. They didn't even say where in Ohio. Didn't even say the name of the town. Because I looked, I'm reading this article, I'm going, well, where? And then I thought, okay, well, I'll hear about it. Well, I didn't for a little while, and then it was on the news, I guess, for about a week, but they weren't telling the half of it. So they'd mention it, but nothing like what is actually happening. So this turns out to be very bad, way bad, like major disaster. And it's kind of being swept under the rug to a certain extent. At first they were acting like, well, yeah, but we have it under control. Took a little cleanup, but it's under control. People are going back home. So that was to make us think that everything was okay. They're going to get back to normal eventually. No, this is absolutely not the case. As a matter of fact, outside news sources are calling this the American Chernobyl, because that area will probably be dangerous and poisoned for a long time. And they're letting the people come back. These chemicals are, it turns out, these chemicals are highly toxic, some of them. And I guess the way they're explaining this black cloud, the thumbnail, tonight's thumbnail, is a picture I took. We saw this big black cloud blotting out the sun. Thought, what is that, rain? Rain was not called for. Well, it went around us, fortunately. But apparently, what they did was there was one of the chemicals that was particularly toxic and explosive. And they had to do a controlled burn type situation. They let it pour out into a trench and lit it on fire, and it made aside from the initial explosion, there was an initial explosion, but there was a second one when they lit the rest of it. And the thing is, they said that they had to do that because if they just left it in the cars, in the train cars, once it heated up, it would explode and send shrapnel up to a mile away. Hi, Dogface. Simon, how you doing? Hi, Lewis. Oh, yeah, using Greta Thunberg saying, how dare you? Yeah. Oh, I know you were, Pam. I know you were. And I was thinking, gee, it isn't that bad. They're cleaning it up and people are there. But you know what? They're not. They didn't. They're trying, but no. It's not going to be cleaned up for a long time. They're still trying to um, dig up all of the polluted ground and get rid of it. Where they're going to get rid of it to? That's the question. Yes. For those that don't know, wow, it's all of it. It's been, yeah, I got to remember. It hasn't been on our news covered very well. That's one of the reasons I'm talking about it now. There was a terrible train derailment and explosion in East Palestine, about an hour away from me. About an hour and 5 minutes is all. And this horrific explosion, the outside sources are calling American Chernobyl. It's that bad. Although they're downplaying it. They're completely downplaying it. They're completely making it look like, oh, we've got this under control. This is, getting cleaned up. No, that ground is going to be poisoned. After about a week of dealing with it, I guess one of the things, like I said, was a controlled explosion. I have a picture of the plume in the thumbnail if you want to see. That's what the sky looked like. And we wondered what was going on there. We didn't know at the time that they had detonated and burned some of the toxic fuel, and it was all up in the air there. And sharing is caring. But yeah, they said it was because if they let it explode in the cars, it would send shrapnel up to a mile and have an explosion anyway. So they decided instead of doing that, they would just have a controlled burn, dump it into a trough or a ditch and burn it, which exploded into a mushroom cloud looking thing, very dark black thing, blotting out the sun, making people sick, making animals die. Every fish is dead, every frog is dead, every animal is dead in that area. Everything that didn't get out of there died. Everything. And although some of the gases could be dealt with, one of them was particularly toxic. And one guy was saying that he was a first responder type guy. He said he never would have detonated it because he knows that when you expose some of these things to heat, it makes an even worse toxin. But they felt they didn't have a choice because it was going to detonate anyway and explode the cars, which would have sent the metal everywhere. So it is absolutely devastated place. Yeah, chickens, foxes. Guy said there's no sparrows, and yet the people who are being interviewed, who are managing to get interviewed because they've been trying to lock this down. People who are being interviewed are saying, yeah, their livestock's dying, their pets are dying, their everything that is outside breathing this all the time is dying. And one guy said there are no sparrows in his yard. They used to all come and visit him, and he put the feed out, and there are no sparrows. And this is dripping into a creek, leaking into a creek, which is connected to the Ohio River. And so it will be poisoning everything on down the line, a downflow. So, yeah. Yeah, the balloons were more newsworthy. Weird, huh? And to top it off, if you think about it, has our government done anything about this? Offered us any money? No, they haven't hardly even talked about it. It isn't talked about, no. We're sending all our money to Ukraine and Arabia and shit. Sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And people say there is a smell lingering in the air, a plasticky smell. And it's the kind of thing that makes you lightheaded. And over prolonged periods of time can lead to all kinds of illness. And we're talking cancer and organ failure of various kinds. Dizziness, nausea, vomiting, blah, blah, blah. All that. And these are people who are not rich, okay? It's kind of an economically depressed area. So a lot of these people can't really just pick up and go. Yeah, exactly, Lewis. Oh yeah, buddy, butt plug. I mean butt gig. I mean butt Jeej or butt whatever he is. The butt Pete Butt. He's more worried about having too many white people working. Yeah. When is this gonna stop? Right? So really, the choking I've been doing for the last 2 weeks, which I thought must be allergies or something in our vents, probably was that. Yep, might have been that. Yeah, the butt guy. Pete Butt Guy. Pete Butthead. Pete the Butthead. Okay, not the funny one. Not the funny cartoon one. The other kind. Yeah. So, what a jerk. You know? There are literally people dying an hour away from me. I mean, slowly. They're not going to die right away, like the smaller creatures are, all dead. But if they stay, they're going to die of something, probably because a lot of this stuff causes deadly diseases. And a lot of them can't probably afford to move. As a matter of fact, a lot of them can barely afford to stay overnight in a hotel or find, some of them found a way to stay with their relatives and stuff. But if they didn't have that, they wouldn't be able to deal with it. A lot of people are not going to be able to recover from this. They're afraid of their well water. Their well water, here we find out that they were sent home and told the water's safe. Here we find out the well water was not tested. Their homes were not tested. Nobody did the hazmat on the homes and told them, oh, just go back. Now their pets are passing on. They're getting sick and passing on. And when the animals are dying, the people are going to be following eventually. It's the small ones first with the small lungs and, yeah. Yeah, and the jet stream will send it all around the world. And we will hear of strange deaths and strange illnesses. So, I'm about to lose battery. Let me hook up to the battery. I don't know how it came unplugged, but it's unplugged. I don't know when it got unplugged. Okay, let me plug. I must have unplugged it for some reason. Anyway, yeah. So we've got a pretty bad one. And me being a shaman, I know that my area is going to be pretty well protected, but what about everybody else? I didn't know it was that bad. They didn't make it sound like it was that bad, but it's much worse. And now I know why I felt so crappy for those few days. I thought it was just sunspot activity. No, I think it was picking up that without knowing what it was. So, yep, this is going to be bad if we don't do something. We can do something. I keep getting the Empress in the cards. That means the goddess. That's symbolic of the goddess, the female, sometimes Mother Earth herself. And a lot of irresponsibility around that card. And so I think we need to do some energy work for these people because they're not getting help. Yes, it was a chilly summer. Oh, you had a chemical spill in Arizona. When, Lewis? See, it's not just here. There have been mysterious train wrecks in other places too. Now, our train system, tracks and everything is very old and out of repair in a lot of places. Very old and needs repair. But of course, we're not spending our money on something superfluous like that, like our very infrastructure. Plus, a few years ago, I guess this wouldn't have been able to happen because they had to tell people what they were carrying. And so a few years ago, and I remember this being an issue here in this town, people were mad because they weren't telling us what hazardous stuff they were bringing through our town. We have a lot of train tracks around here. I'm not that close to them right now. Fortunately, any major active ones, not too active. The closest one is in town. And if that happened, That, oh my God. It, especially during when school was in. Oh my God. So, yeah. And I didn't hear how that came out, but apparently they made it a rule that, oh, the companies don't have to tell you when they're hauling extremely toxic stuff through your town. They don't have to warn you. They don't have to ask your permission. They can just run it right through. Yesterday. Yesterday. Oh, jeez. In Arizona. I think something's up. You remember when I told you the first few months of the year, look out. It's going to look very bad. Very, very, very bad. Very bad. Like dark as, you know, and it does. It's looking bad. Not only that, but at the same time, we got this weird balloon thing going on. You mean to tell me they couldn't shoot that down with anything less than a multi-million-dollar missile? Right. It's a freaking balloon. Why couldn't they? It's like this administration just wants to blow money, blow all our money. Just get rid of it. Get rid of all our money. Just get rid of it. It doesn't mean anything. We'll just print more, I guess. It's freaking, they don't care. Oh, well, they don't care about us. They care about everybody else, but not us, apparently. It's like that Michael Jackson song, All I Have to Say Is They Don't Really Care About Us. No, they got plenty of money to send every other place, but not to us, not to fix our place, not to fix up our own house. You know what that reminded me? That reminds me. I shouldn't tell the story though, but you know, when I was married, I lived in a house that was falling apart. He would not he would not spend any money on it. He was spending money on another place, on a rental place, but he wouldn't fix up our home. So what are you going to do? So the people are going to have to help each other out. That's what they got. And then there's us. There's people like me, the nature, the natural energy workers, the shaman. Now I called my friend Paul, and all he knows is what he sees on the news. He's not really. He only watches one show. I guess it's called High Wire, and what he gets there is what the other alternative news. And so when I told him what was going on, he was quite surprised because, of course, the local news was acting like, oh, well, it's not that big a deal. It's a big deal. So today I noticed it was a nice day. It was very windy. We have been losing power off and on. Very windy. And I am not detecting any smell, but my nose is bothering me. And my throat's been bothering me for a little while, ever since it happened. I think it probably started around the same time. So I could be getting affected without even knowing it because I'm pretty sensitive. Anyway, hi Linda. Hello Circle K. How you doing? So there was another toxic spill. And I guess there have been other train derailments in other places. So something is going wrong with our trains. I don't think it's by accident. I really don't think all these things are an accident. I think somebody may be messing with our train system. Like right now. Hi, Richard Elmore. Right now, when I breathe, I'm kind of tasting something for a few days now. I've been kind of tasting something on my tongue. It's not enough to really, and I haven't wanted to eat hardly anything. Everybody's talking about, I guess people that are there are talking about their animals growing lethargic. And sick eventually. Yeah, but it is weird. I kind of taste something on my tongue. My nose is kind of being bothered. I guess the people who live there have it much, much worse than that. Hello, Marilena. So something's going on. And I think something underhanded is going on. I don't think this is an accident. And so my question of consciousness is, are we at war and we weren't told? Could that be? And we just weren't told about it? They didn't bother to tell us? Because they're probably gonna claim, oh, need to know. Only need to know. I don't know. And does it have anything to do with what's getting shot down from our skies? It's a balloon. No, it's a UFO. No, it's a balloon. No, it's a, weather balloon. Well, wait a minute here. We've heard weather balloon before, haven't we? Yeah. And it doesn't quite, yeah, something's up. My question is, could it be that this is, I know this is wild, but look at the timing. I mean, we've been hearing about possible fake invasion, alien invasion, right? That's been on the books for a while. Look at the timing of this. I mean, we're talking about here we've got this whole part of the galaxy is west. Oh, God, help. No, there won't be a war, at least not a declared war. I'm wondering if there is one that's not declared. There won't be a nuclear war. Right, Linda. Exactly what I was going to bring up next. Exactly my thinking. Exactly. Exactly. All this stuff started when some shit was coming to light about somebody, Grandpa Sniffer and his crackhead son. And yeah, my question is, are they that desperate? They would be doing this shit to take attention away from, I got it right in the description, to take attention away from what's been happening with them. I mean, remember, balloon equals squirrel. Yeah, the alien thing's supposed to be next. Blue beam activation possible. Mm-hmm. Sure. Incite fear and cause a national state of emergency. And during that time, all kinds of things can be done. They can do all kinds of shit. And if people are scared, they give up their rights. And they know this. To cover their butts? Could this be just to cover their freaking butts? Would they be that filthy, dirty, and craven and rotten? Well, you tell me. What do we know about them? Yeah, Gramps Sniffer. Yeah. Right. What there will be, if what they want, is a state of emergency and a lockdown. And people so freaking scared out of their minds that they give away their rights. And then we won't, the attention's all off of the off of all the crap, absolute crap that we have in office, right? Yes. Yeah. Right. Fear. Well, they didn't get their long, dark winter, did they? We stopped that. At least for us. They're not getting their long, dark winter. Not here, they aren't. Not on my watch. Not in my territory. They're not getting it. You know what? They're not getting their freaking natural disaster here either. Not on my watch. Not in my territory. And if I can help it, I'm going to help them down in East Palestine. Yeah. We don't dare fall for this crap. We don't dare. Everything is on the line now. I told you. This is it. Here it is. Right on time. Matter of fact, when I was telling you, it was like almost the next day. I think it was like right around that time. And like right after that, boom, bang, right? Here we go. So, there's more to come. Oh yeah, there's more. And remember though, I was told it's going to look horrible, absolutely horrible, but it's going to turn out okay. And that's, I think, at least partly because we are who we are. And if you don't think you're important, think again. You know more than most people. Yeah, right. Circle K, right. Yeah, yeah. A plane flying into a building, yeah, can turn it to dust, to rubble. Yeah, the fuel tank blew, yeah. Oh, come on. Are we going to fall for this crap again? Oh, and trains just derail. I have just suddenly started. Oh, yes, well, yeah. Well, yeah. Our train system has not been kept up. It is pretty deplorable. But you mean to tell me that they're just all these train derailments? And I guess there are more. I have to do some research on how many. They said somebody was saying on one of the on one of the alternative news, there's been about 5 of them, actually. some worse than others in different parts. Are you kidding me? So I'm not letting this happen on, no, this is not going through. We're not going to let this go through. Not if I have anything to say about it. And so I'm calling all angels, shaman, energy workers, light workers, everybody, all of our friends, seen and unseen. This is it. It's go time. Here it goes. Here it starts. Are we going to allow this crap to continue? Yeah. Yeah. Bobbleheads. Yes. Exactly. Oh gosh. There's a lot of cleaning up to do. This, I really think it's the last desperate death throw, though. Last desperate attempt. Last desperate death throw. Death roll. You know, hoping to roll a 20. You know, but they're not going to. If it was D&D, no, no. So we're going to have a little ceremony and let all of the light beings know, and the elementals, that this is not our will, and to put the energy towards stopping this stuff before it gets any more out of hand than it already has, and healing what already has happened, because those people are not getting, they're getting a great big message, great big middle finger from their government. We don't care about you. All I have to say is they don't really care about us. They haven't, I mean, should have been obvious after Katrina, right? Everybody else, not us. Yay, Marilena. Yeah, we had a loss of energy. We had a loss for a while. We had lights flickering, and then we had somebody's fire alarm go off. Only one person, though, in the middle of the night, and scared the hell out of her. And it's past 6 a.m. and the sun is still behind the mountain. Last of the zombies be transformed. I'm not going to be a zombie. But yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you're saying. Yeah, and enjoy your coffee. I totally understand. Come back and see us. Anyway, okay, if you'll join me for a moment in a concentration of energy, that here in the small way of Ohio, which is actually turns out to be a much bigger thing, and in every place that they're going through this. So I'm going to call, well, good for you, Louis Ta. Yeah, we had high winds here. Yeah, we can heal it. So, Earth Mother, Sky Father, all of our relations, the elementals, the angels, all of the nature spirits, all of our relatives, all of our star family. Hear us that it is not our will that this happens. This is against our will. We do not agree or submit to this. It's totally against our will. All I'm going to do something I haven't really done on a live show. So if I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. Ah, okay. I know there are more of you. I am talking to the universe at large, basically Earth, the beings around Earth, including some very powerful beings that help Earth elementals and sky elementals and so on, dragons, sylphs, all who want to help with this cleanup. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Jeez. Oh, jeez. This hurt. This is not. It's hard. Okay. Oh, my stomach. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We need to heal this. We need to heal this. So, these poor people who don't even know if they can drink their well water. These poor people who are losing their beloved pets and all of the wildlife, and they will be losing their homes, their livelihoods. I'm asking for help with this officially. We need some help here. I know that some of this has to happen to make people aware of what's going on. But now that these people have suffered in these places where these toxic spills have happened, please let us send them comfort. Let us send them healing. There must be ways to clean this up. There must be wise ones to come forward and know what to do about this. I don't know what to do, but somebody does. So I call you forth. Let us put our energy together and solve this so that the message gets through, but the lives in the land are healed, and this does not become any worse than it already is. Contain the disaster help. I can imagine the land elementals must be devastated right now. They must be very upset. Yeah, my stomach, I just wanted, when I started doing that, I just wanted to throw up. Oh, jeez. Okay. Mother, I send my roots down, send my roots down, till I feel the beating of your heart. Mother, I send my roots down, send my roots down, till I feel the beating of your heart. And I feel love coming right back to me. I feel love coming right back to me. Father, I send my branches up, send my branches up, till I feel your energy. Father, I send my branches up, send my branches up, till I feel your energy. And I feel love coming right back to me. I feel love coming right back to me. Oh, I know I am a child of the earth and the sky, 'cause I feel love. I know I'm a child of the earth and the sky. I feel love. I feel love coming right back to me. I feel love coming right back to me. Okay. Energy is sent. Yes, yes. I was feeling it all. Yow. Yeah, plasticky. Yes, yes. Oh, really, Lewis? That's interesting. Yeah, yeah. Yes, folks. Okay. Still ugh in my stomach though. How do we clean that up, folks? Okay. It's feeling a little better. Let's focus on getting these horrific symptoms cleared up. They may never know what we are doing for them, but, or maybe they will. Okay, it's getting better. But remember, this is universal energy, not our own energy. This is universal energy being sent. Okay. This is, after all, my job. Be aware, people, we must be the stewards, because there are many people who cannot do this. They do not have the awareness to do this. So it's up to us. Let's see. Which of these do you think would help? Biotoxin eliminator, immune enhancer, well, third eye enhancer, and I don't know if they need that, but radiation eliminator is probably that too. Metabolism enhancer, light enhancer, they definitely need that. And of course, an all-around healing. Subliminal purifier, we all need that. Vitality enhancer, chemtrail eliminator. Yes. How about if we send them all? Send in the energy of all of these. All of them. And of course, the general healing one. Sending the energy of all of these to these places where the spills have happened, because I know it's not just East Palestine. Well, I think I have done it just one time live, quite like this. I can't tell you exactly what I'm doing. I may put it in the class that I will probably be having, but I'm thinking about having classes on how to do this. Yes. Thank you. Yes. The love. Thank you. All of you. Yes, I keep wanting to cry too. I can feel the tears coming up. Thank you. We choose better. We choose that this gets better. We choose better than this. It's time for a change. May this wake people up. Please, people, please wake up. Please wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Those of you who can do something, please wake up and do something. Not all of us can do very much about this. Okay. I'm going to let this run. I'm asking that this run. This is going to run continuously for a while. I'm asking all of this runs continuously. Okay. I really appreciate you guys being here and helping with this, because this is very hard to do on my own, although I can. I'm not really ever alone, but it really helps to have you here with me, even if it is just on the internet. because we know we're connected. We're really connected. And your love and intentions and help and healing are certainly important and needed too. You're very important. I told you, you're divine, divine creators. And the time is now. Time has come to really step into that and believe it and know it and use it. Really, really use it in a big way, in a bigger way than ever before. And I think we're going to push it. We're going to push this to the level it needs to be. Okay, now pushing the energy up, pushing the energy up. We are strong, we are powerful. We are divine creators. Our will and the will of the universe and the will of consciousness and the will of the loving consciousness that made all of this. We understand that some things must happen in order to wake people up. But still, there must also be some compensation and there must be some healing for all this. And we're thankful to feel that love. We're thankful to be ones that can spread this and disseminate it. So thank you all. Thank you all. The humans, the not humans, the seen ones, the unseen ones. Thank you. I send love to you. I send love to you with all my heart. And I send love to this with all my heart. Love. The strongest energy. The great healing force. Reiki literally means love of God. God's love. Love. Energy. Literally. So sending Reiki. Right. I think it's an excuse. I think it's an excuse. Circle K. Yeah. They try to tell us it's us making all the problems. It's all your fault. You little people for driving your cars and eating meat. It's all your fault. We can be flying around in jets and spending billions of dollars doing stupid shit, but it's all your fault. Thank you. Hi, Jason. I would have been a great mom. Everybody tells me that at some point. Maybe that's why they call me Mama D. I don't know. Everybody tells me I would have been a great mom. Maybe I am a great mom. Maybe I am one. Thanks for coming in. We're sending energy to East Palestine that the world is calling the United States Chernobyl. Honestly, that's what they're calling it, because this could be that disastrous for everything downstream and even upstream. because it's all going to get all over the world from all of these spills and stuff. If it gets into the water table, it can be a while before it gets cleaned up. And we don't want it to rain. This is one thing we don't want it to do. We don't want it to rain that stuff. So, anywhere. So I'm going to ask that it somehow mitigated to some area where it's not so dangerous, where it can be diluted or changed in some way. Maybe our star brothers and sisters can help with that. Maybe some of the elementals can help with that. I don't know. But I'm letting it be in the hands of God Goddess. Now, we've let our intentions be known. We are not slaves. We are not servants. We're divine creators, and our voices say, we say with our voices and our hearts that this has got to be solved now. This has got to be healed. This has got to end. This foolishness that we've been going through, we've had it now, and I think it is going to end. I'm sure it is. This is going to be the end of it. Once we get through this, I am told that things look a lot better. But first, we're going to. Yeah, this certainly qualifies, doesn't it? For everything I said and everything I predicted. Okay, so thank you so much. I really appreciate everybody. I just want to say it again. I appreciate everybody who came in tonight to help with this. Now, if you'd like to discuss something, we can open the discussion. See Navy's UFO copy paste YouTube video. Yeah. You can't put a video in here, unfortunately, Jason. It won't let you put a link in unless you're a mod. But yeah. There are videos available right now. Who knows how long before they get taken down, but whatever they're calling UFOs, and I'm not sure it's, and we're probably going to be lied to about that too. Yeah, there will be sickness and cancer, just like Chernobyl. We have a lot of cleaning up, and they're trying, I guess they're trying to clean up all the land that have been, how are they going to do that? They're trying to shovel up all the land that was affected. How are they going to do that? Well, without it getting all over. Right. Oh yeah, we've seen that. I've seen that one, Jason. I think we've probably all seen that one by now. We look at that stuff. A lot of us keep track of that like a hawk. Not me, but there are people who do. I know a few shows where they absolutely keep track of this. Like they keep a strong eye on it. Definitely. Yeah. Yes. There is star technology that I think we're going to get help with. Yeah. We'll be getting different technology and different energy ways to make energy, different things. We'll be, when this run is over, and really we should be seeing it through the year, okay, through this year. It's going to run. Now, remember, after the first few months of this year, I said it was going to start to look better. But next month, around the vernal equinox, we still got some stuff. So it's not over. There's still some stuff happening until the vernal equinox. And then something goes on there, and then what I pulled was about this whole situation. The message was, this is the beginning of the rebirth, though. This looks like death. It was the death card. But death is also rebirth. And I was getting that, yeah, this is going to actually be a rebirth. Our rebirth starts now. Now, this is another thing I was thinking. This Janos idea of Janos 11, 9, are his numbers. And this Janos, remember, the one they called Jesus said, I'm a door. Janos is the guardian of doors. That's the first thing you'll read. You won't read all the other stuff unless you dig deeper. Very interesting, that, isn't it? That the one they called Jesus said, I'm a door. You don't worship a door, you walk through a door. Does this mean that a door is about to open? You know what I mean. Are we meeting a door guardian because doors opening? Maybe. Yeah, seaweed. I got some. Yeah, I have some seaweed that I just ordered recently. It just came in. Nori. I just got some nori. Um, so I hope I'm not missing too much in the chat. Only open for those who want salvation from our karma. I think the whole idea of karma is about to be canceled because honestly, it's not working. Did karma work? No. Why? Because people forget. Are people so much better now? No. Nope. Didn't work, did it? Nope. It didn't. I think something else is going to come up. Another paradigm shift. That's okay. Actually, karma at its most basic is cause and effect, so that probably won't change. However, the idea that people think of when people think of karma, that is going to change. That's going to change. Okay? Yep. So I think there's something else getting ready to happen where we're going. And as you know, this is a vibrational shift. Although a lot of you are getting prompts to move to a different location. And I think you should listen or not move. Some of you are getting prompts to stay where you are. You've got to listen. You must listen. I totally understand either way that it happens for you. But yeah, see, that's the problem with the way it is now. So, is that people forget. But what happens? Like I said, universe. What happens when we free that worship gene? When we take that out of when we uncap that as a worship gene and let it be whatever it originally was, what originally was that gene before it was the worship gene. And let's get the caps off our telomeres. Yeah. See, that's the problem with a lot of these resets. People just don't remember a damn thing. So, and these resets happen more often than they want us to think. So it's really important that we keep ourselves strong, keep yourself physically strong and prepared. And I don't mean you have to be like super prepper or something. If you keep your area protected, you should be okay, you know, and you can do that. You can ask for that. Um, and you can ask for more than that. But just generally, you can keep your area protected. And I urge you to go ahead and do that to keep that up because you're going to need that. It's a put on. It's a put on. Yeah. Mary wins. Hi. Hi, Mary wins. We just sent some love to East Palestine and all of the other spills. I guess there were other train derailments. There's been about 5 train accidents throughout the world, just like there were 5 other balloons. So, what is this to mean? 6 and 6. Oh! Is this a ceremony? They're doing a ceremony. 6 and 6. So there's going to be one more thing that will involve 6 something. Okay, you've been warned. There's going to be one more set of 6 somethings. Don't know what. Yeah, that's what they're doing. Yeah, one more set of 6. Yeah, they're doing sacrifices. That's what they're doing. Absolutely. Okay, well, we figured that one out, didn't we? Pretty fast. Holy cow, that's pretty sick. That is really way sick. Oh dear. Okay, sorry, I might be a little strange. A little airheaded now. Kind of floaty. Yeah, poison, sure. Poison. Yeah. 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 Well, we're not to fear. That's for sure. We are not to fear. And I keep telling you, don't fear. It's going to look awful. It's going to look awful. But don't fear. It's what I keep getting told too. We're going to be taken care of through all this. I keep getting that it's in the goddess's hands. It's in the hands of God and goddess. Actually, it is happening for a reason. We do our part. We do our part. And it's all going to be all right. Yes. We are not to fear any of this. See, this is really to engender fear. Everything is. Fear even of each other. Fear of everything. Fear, fear, fear. That's what it's for. Me, though, you know what the weirdest thing is? It's all lightning for me. I mean, I have had to fight it my whole life. Fear. I've been trying to clear it my whole life. Different types of terror and fear has been presented to me. I haven't told you the half of it, but I've been clearing it, clearing it, clearing it. You know what? Right now, I'm fine. I don't feel any fear right now at all. None. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm actually psyched because I know this is all coming to a head. This is all coming down this year. Kaboomy. It's it's almost over. And after that it gets a lot better. Like I said, there's nothing to fear. Pay attention to the messages you get. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Don't be in an area you shouldn't be in, that you're getting warned to be out of. Stay in your safe zones. Heed the messages you're sent, and you'll be fine. And in the long picture, we're all going to be fine anyway. Yeah. Yeah, it's a funny thing. I haven't been afraid. I think I have finally cleared it. I no longer am fearing anything, really. They can't do that to me anymore. Yep, yep. Well, fear and protection. Well, it's like don't cross the street in front of a Mack truck, you know, that kind of thing. Don't take stupid, unnecessary risks, but don't be afraid either of crossing the street ever, you know? So, yeah, how many of you have seen your light body? I've seen my light body. Woo, it's bright. Sometimes I see your light bodies too. It's very bright. The force is strong in this one. Yep. You're glowing. You got that glow. So, yeah, I really think we're going to find out. This is a last ditch effort to save certain people's butts, and they don't care who they, you know. And we know that this is a show anyway. This is all a show. This is not. So this is just to show how much they don't really care. And so why are we supporting them in any way? So, you know, we do what we can. And that's our part. That's what our part is to do what we can. And we're not powerless. Not at all. Not at all. Don't ever think you're unimportant. I keep telling you that, and I mean it. Never think that you're unimportant. Never think that you are powerless. Some of those dumb things were favorites. Oh, dear. Yeah, okay. Everybody who needs healing, I'm going to ask the universe, please send out the healing to everybody who didn't get hit by the chemical spill too, or something. Yeah, and then what's going on in Turkey, and then, yeah, all kinds of things. It's a lot of rock, just exactly what I said it was going to be. Exactly what I've been told it was going to be. Exactly what the cards said. Exactly. Which means it's exactly going to be, the rest of it's going to be true too. When this is all over, we're going to be far better off. So you can believe it. It's happening right on time, just as said it was going to happen, just as we were warned and told. We're always going to be warned when we need to take cover. We're going to be warned when we need to go somewhere. We're going to be warned. We're going to be okay. And we're going to be taken care of. We're not going to be allowed to suffer needlessly. Right? And yeah, I can finally say that I believe that 100%. Absolutely. It's located in the car that follows me on a deserted street. Oh, oh yeah. Okay. So everybody that needs healing, take some. It's a well that won't run dry. And don't ever for 1 minute think that Mother doesn't love you. Mother loves you. Don't let anybody tell you to be self-loathing. Don't let anybody make you self-loathing. Mother hates you and blah, blah, blah. Don't ever believe it. Don't believe it. It's not true. Mother loves you just like she loves all of her children, and you are no less. Humans are to be the stewards of this place. I'm more sure of this now than ever. Humans were supposed to be the stewards of this place. Okay, there is no wrath in nature. That's another thing. There's no wrath in nature. Don't think there is a wrath in nature. It's just not. It isn't. Okay? That doesn't exist either. Nature doesn't have wrath against us. Bullshit. Bullshit. She's told me right out. She doesn't need to. She's bigger than that. All of these beings, they don't need to have wrath against us. It's ridiculous. And no, we're not killing her. We can't kill her. That's not something we will ever be able to do or allowed to do. Uh-huh. Mother Earth, she doesn't talk too often in words to me, but I saw her once, and everything about her was round. My my dream, my vision, everything about her was round. Her hair was curly. Her hair was dark and curly. Her eyes were very round. Her body was very round, rounded everything. Round breast, hips, everything very round. Um, Motherly looking, absolutely. Um, yeah. Oh, she can heal herself. She's a big planet. Oh, she shows up as a big bear to you. Oh, cool. Ursula. Yes, to me, she's a mature woman with a lot of power and very round. Everything about her round. Curly hair, curly dark hair, round eyes, round everything. Yeah. And very um, loving and mature, definitely mature. She's not, you can tell she's mature, strong woman energy. Oh, that's lovely. She comes up from behind and hugs you, huh? Yeah, Lewis talk and tell you all about his bears. He's had bears around him for a long time now. You and Lewis need to talk about the bears. I have bear too in my among my helper animals. One of the reasons I hibernate. That I like to hibernate, but this year not so much. That may be changing too. At some point, maybe hibernation will not be so much of a thing. Interesting. Okay, right. See you, Linda. Yeah, I'll probably go there soon. It's about time. I've been on nearly 2 hours. Well, I've been on an hour and a half at least. And really, I have nothing much else to say. This is about it. Um, just whatever you guys want to discuss from here on out, and giving you some things to think about. And I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. Please please like, please share, please leave a comment. It helps us get found. It helps the algorithms. So, see you there, Linda. Yeah, Mother Bear. And Bomber calls me that a lot. I'm a Mother Bear. I am. You mess with one of my people and I'll kick your butt. I want to kick your butt. I have to hold myself back sometimes. I want to kick butt. Aw, that's cute, Louis. Oh, I'm not gonna go to sleep. I'm not sleeping. I've got some things I gotta do. I gotta work on. I'm not sleeping. I'll see you guys again on on Sunday, if not before. I might do something in the daytime at some point. Uh, if nature's available, I may go out and be out there and do something out in nature if it's available. And um, it was too windy today. I wanted to do it today, but it was so windy. It was shaking the signs. It was literally shaking the metal signs, parking signs. So we were afraid they're going to get uprooted and start flying around. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Louis. Mama Bear wants to smack you silly if um you threaten the cubs. Okay, you guys, I really gotta go. I have I'm working on some things that's been quieting my mind. My meditation, I kind of like to be I meditate while I'm doing things. I'm making these beautiful beats. They're ruby zoisite. I'm not sure if these are real ruby zoisite beads, though. I really wonder if they're real. I got a funny feeling that they may be simulated. I'm not sure. They still feel like stone beads, but I'm not sure that they're, I don't know. But anyway, they're beautiful. They're green and burgundy. They're sort of emerald green and burgundy with black dots and some white stripes. They're really pretty. Some white here and there, but mostly green and burgundy, which I think is they're just beautiful. Anyway, truth is where I find it. I hope I'm bringing you some here. You find it here. And don't forget, you are divine. You are divine creators. And that means you are building reality. You are manifesting and creating reality as you go. So try to be conscious about it. Learn how to not manifest the stuff you don't want. I always say, don't ask the universe questions you don't want the answer to. You know, don't ask dumb questions. Instead, say something like, how does it get any better? That's a good question. How's it get even better than this? That's a good question. Don't ask it the other way around. Okay? And just some advice. Uh, yes. Tell people you love them. Some people are going on. And yes, that's all I wanted to say tonight. Remember, love really is the answer. If only we knew what the right question was. Kidding. Okay, it's 42. The answer to everything's 42, obviously. Any of you who read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy know that. Right, don't ask me no more questions and I will tell no lies. Yeah. Eaton. Sasquatch Eaton. Oh, that Eaton or Eaton. Or Iton like a titan? Yeah, so long and thanks for all the fish. If you hear a dolphin say that, get the hell out of there. Grab your towel and hope for dentraces. Uh, if you have a friend named Ford Prefect, listen to him. Okay. Remember, I'm Slarty Bartfast. That's still the funniest thing. It's like, funny, funny. You guys really funny. When I said, I'm Slutty Bardfest, it's like, well, yeah, in a way you are. What? You all are. Good night. See you Sunday. 10, 10, 10, 10. Ren, 10, 10. Just remember Ren time, 10, 10. Okay? Good night.